covering the villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Volunteerism is vital to a local hospital and its auxiliary foundation. Plus, we learn about a decrease in American veterans. UF Health, the village's hospital auxiliary foundation, had close to 1,000 volunteers who served in valuable roles prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, about 300 decided not to come back once volunteers were allowed to return.
So we are recovering, and we're up to now about 750 that are on our roster, and we have about 570 that are actively putting in hours every month. We need volunteers in just about every area of the hospital. We operate and provide volunteers in about 40 different areas. So all of our retail shops can use help, like our coffee shop today, our gift gallery next door, and our thrift store down in Lady Lake. We have need an emergency room, surgical waiting, the operating room. I could go on and on. When we don't have enough people, for example, in the coffee shop, we have to close, or we go to reduced hours when we think most customers would be here. In some of the other departments, the staff has to fill in when we're not going to have a volunteer there. Some of our volunteers will take on double and triple shifts. We ask a volunteer to do 4 hours a week. So, for example, Luke and Corey both are doing multiple shifts for the coffee shop. So we really appreciate that, but that's the way we have to handle it. I'm amazed at the dedication of our volunteers, and we're very fortunate to live in this community here because the volunteers are, most of the residents are retired and looking for something to feel good about. And they come here, so we really appreciate that. We do things special for them. There's holiday gifts that they get. We have an annual luncheon that has been at Palmer's Country Club the last 2 years. We also have recognition and awards that give out, so we appreciate our volunteers and want them to know that.
In the 10 years the hospital's auxiliary foundation has been in existence, they have brought in more than $6.4 million, and their volunteer army is the backbone of the foundation. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a volunteer, you can contact 352-751-8176. A small giving group can still make a big impact on others. The hometown Civitan recently donated $10,000 to 5 local nonprofits. The group raised the money through its Adopt a Precinct event, where members volunteer to work a voting site, and their wages go to charities of their choice. They gave $2,000 each to Hand in Hand, Pace Center for Girls, Our Moment Cafe, Patriot Service Dogs, and Voices for Children. Hometown Civitan Club President Laura McLaughlin says it's an exceptional thing for her group of just 35 members to donate so much to those who support others in need. Our Moment Cafe is a memory cafe for people with memory loss, Alzheimer's, or dementia, along with their caregivers. Joan Bender and Richard Boyden started the group. Joan says the club is designed for couples to socialize with each other, as well as other couples for the chance to reconnect and bond while having some fun. Donations are the only way Patriot Service Dogs can continue running, thanks to donations like the one they received from hometown Civitan. Sandra Lang says Patriot Service Dogs was recently able to get 6 new puppies for training, and they have 3 that will be placed with people later this year. For even more on this giving story, look in Thursday's Daily Sun. After this short break, a local performer is hosting a charity concert.
Stay with us. More Villages Lifestyle News is coming up right after this on VNN.
Going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 club cars and Garias must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Kart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
When you visit Cody's, you're walking into a great bar with fantastic drink options, including 2-for-1 happy hour, and a very cool place to eat with great food and phenomenal service.
I love the BOGO fajitas every Wednesday, and we love coming here and feel like family.
Just like family, with loads of smiles for you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
This is VNN.
Within the villages, there is a veteran stronghold where 1 in 7 residents have served their country. That is almost twice the national number, while nationwide we are slowly losing veterans. In 2022, 6.2% of the U.S. population were veterans, down from 7.1% in 2018, according to new data from American Community Survey. This downward trend is consistent at the national level, and the local veteran population still ticked down somewhat over the past years. The Villages remains the largest hub of veterans without a military base. The data uses numbers from the Villages metropolitan statistical area, which includes all of Sumter County, but none of Lake and Marion. The estimated veterans living in the MSA dropped from 20,584 in 2021 to 18,475 in 2022. The Villages is home to the largest American Legion post in the country, 347 in Lady Lake. Commander Dave Musser says membership has decreased some in the past year due to the community's older demographic. Local Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 1036's membership is growing, but President Rick Rademacher says it will eventually max out. He says their chapter only accepts people from particular years who served in the military during the Vietnam period, so they can increase membership maybe for a few more years. More than 16 million served in World War II, while less than 1 million served in Desert Storm and Desert Shield. And since the military transitioned into an all-volunteer force in 1973, there has been a struggle to recruit future veterans. Vietnam veteran Harry Lumpkin says a community that loses its veterans loses the backbone of the concept of patriotism. Harry feels that the 112 tours he has given of the resident donated items on display inside Eisenhower Recreation are a way to preserve that, inspire and educate residents and youth. He wants the story of veterans to be told, showing their contributions, and for others to share those stories, so others will also understand the concept of duty, honor, and country. For more on this story, take a look at the front page of Thursday's Daily Sun.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Cooler temps ahead this weekend with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Friday's going to be 88, Saturday 86. 60% chance of showers on Friday afternoon around 2 o'clock. Those chances of showers increase on Saturday and Sunday anywhere between 70 and 80%. But still mostly sunny skies and great days ahead here in Florida's friendliest hometown.
Here's a way you can show your support for women battling cancer. Tickets are on sale now for the I Feel Pretty 2 fundraising concert featuring Mary Jo Vitale. Funds raised will go to Angel Wigs, which provides free wigs to women experiencing hair loss because of cancer treatment. Angel Wigs was started by Marie Holzheiser. She says those involved aim to help as many women as they can, and this I Feel Pretty 2 fundraising concert will begin at 5:30 p.m. October 15th at Hope Lutheran Church in the Villages, their central campus. Tickets are $20 per person and available by visiting the website on your screen. Up next, high school wrestlers enjoy their new convenient confines.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by the Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG staff forecaster Christopher James. Supplies are exceptionally important during this hurricane season. What type of supplies? At least a 3-day supply of bottled water or a minimum of 1 gallon per person per day. At least a 3-day supply of non-perishable, easy-to-prepare food. A manual can opener, flashlights and extra batteries, multi-purpose tools such as a Swiss Army knife, cell phones with chargers and a car charger adapter, battery-powered or hand-crank radio and extra batteries, family and emergency contact info, extra cash, a map of the area in case GPS services are down. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season, presented by The Villages Insurance. And thanks for listening to Your Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
Last year, the Villages High School wrestling team won a district title for the very first time, and 2 Buffalo grapplers competed at states. They are now ready to start a new journey inside the brand new facility at Middleton's campus.
Every day you drive up to campus here, you kind of pinch yourself. Man, is this really where I work? And it's something you take a lot of pride in. When you get here every day, you can see the excitement on the kids' face, and especially when they come in here. I think they take pride in being here as well. They're very blessed and we're all blessed to have the facilities that we do. So it's been great. It's something that we definitely don't take for granted, and we're looking to make the most of while we're here, and we're extremely lucky. Really blessed to have this facility here. In the past, our wrestling facility's actually been off campus, so wrestlers would have to travel off campus to get to our practices. So it's great to have this right here in the middle of, right in the heart of campus here. We've got very few seniors. We're going to have a lot of new kids coming out. We've got Devin Dunn. He'll probably be about a 126-pounder. Jace Charpentier as well, Carson Standage. And then we've got a lot of young guys who are coming up, as well as Nick Caudell. He'll be a senior, probably 190-pounder. So we've got a couple seniors that'll be, all those guys listed are all seniors, except for Devin. He'll be a sophomore. So those will be our studs for this year. It's going to be a really good year to build and get some new guys in our lineup here. As special as this place is, the people here are just as special, and that's what really makes this place run really well, and we're very fortunate. We're really excited for what we've got going on this year and the opportunity that lies ahead.
Head wrestling coach Wayne Terry says students have become interested in joining the team after seeing the new room and its features. Look at Thursday's sports section in your Daily Sun for even more about the wrestlers' new space. The Villages High School bowling teams are also competing at a new location this season. The Buffalo have their home matches Wednesday afternoon at AMF Leesburg off Main Street. The Villages boys were led by senior anchor bowler Caden Jew, who rolled a game-high 213 in the very first game as the Villages defeated Lake Minneola 834 to 741. Lake Minneola put in their 2 best bowlers in game number 2, and the Villages came up short by just 11 pins to even the match. Austin Strasburger threw 7 straight strikes and ended up with a 203 game. As it switched to Baker format, Lake Minneola was too much as they won the next 2 games to win the overall match. Caden says they were really close, and that made him proud of his team as they have shown so much improvement. The Buffalo girls, meanwhile, cruised to another victory, sweeping Lake Minneola. Junior anchor bowler Logan Edelstein led the Villages girls with a 238 and 174 game using a brand new ball that she added to her arsenal. The Buffalo girls improved to 5-0 on the season as they continue their hunt for a second straight undefeated season. Head coach Joe Hornstein says his teams are coming along and he is extremely proud of them. They all fought and did what he asked them to do as they gave it their all. The Villages will bowl Wednesday at AMF Leesburg as they host Mount Dora. For more about this high school bowling story, look in Thursday's sports section of your Daily Sun. On Tuesday morning, 4 Villages high school students were the ones teaching villagers how to play pickleball. Over the past few weeks, the Fitness and Coaching Academy students learned how to play and coach this popular paddle sport from the village's Recreation and Parks Department staff. The experience made Buffalo senior Isaac Goff feel good as he watched the residents get better as they played, which is why he is so interested in coaching. The students shared their knowledge with 9 newcomers to the sport. Seabreeze Recreation Area Manager Mike Burleson says the students really embrace the idea of teaching the residents. He loves the fact the rec department gets to partner with the charter school to bring these kids to their world, and the kids really love to come out too. Read the Only in the Villages feature starting on the front page of Thursday's Daily Sun for even more on this cross-generational experience. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The link between falling and hearing loss is well documented. Believe it or not, people with hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a severe fall. And we all know what happens with a severe fall. You wind up hospitalized. In a lot of cases, you break your hip. A lot of people die within 12 months of that break, unfortunately. So the great news is just treating your hearing loss significantly reduces your fall risk.
Classic cars are a common sight throughout the Villages community. That's why on the 3rd Saturday of each month, antique vehicles head to Spanish Springs Town Square for the monthly cruise-in. The featured car group for September is the Cruisers. The cruise-in is going to go from 4 to 9 p.m. Saturday, and make sure you place a vote for your favorite vehicle. And to add to the fun, Blue Stone Circle will be the main entertainment performing at the gazebo. You have 1 week left for your unique creations to be considered for the 2023 Fall Craft Show. This year will be bigger than ever. This annual event is being expanded to 4 recreation locations: Colony Cottage, Laurel Manor, Rohan, and Savannah Center. There's going to be 300 plus tables set up between the 4 locations. Space is limited for this annual craft show, so to be considered, you will need to fill out an application. Your application has to be turned in to La Hacienda Recreation by Friday, September 22nd. It will then be submitted into a lottery system. Email notifications will go out on September 28th to applicants whose names were drawn. The Recreation Department recognizes a variety of textiles such as cross-stitch, embroidery, quilting, and more, as well as some paper and canvas creations like calligraphy, card making, artificial flower arrangements, and so much more. You must be a Villages resident, of course, to participate. The 2023 Fall Craft Show is planned for October 14th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. You're living the dream. Fun times and great tunes. Jackhammering the rock and roll. Delighting up the dance in R&B. It's your Villages house party on your Villages soundtrack. WVLG.
The best mix of music. The songs you love. Your Villages soundtrack. WVLG.
I'm going to need a pound of bologna, a half pound of Swiss, and a hearing aid special.
One moment.
This is programmable, right?
What am I, a doctor? Why buy a hearing aid where you buy your groceries?
Our doctors of audiology and licensed hearing aid specialists do one thing and one thing only, hearing aids.
You don't have to go to a big box store to get an inexpensive hearing aid.
We fit only the world's best hearing aids at the lowest prices anywhere. We guarantee it.
Call today and try any hearing aid absolutely free. Visit EliteHearingCenters.com.
Live musical entertainment, of course, is available here every day of the year. And these are the bands ready to perform for you on Friday. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure you pick up a copy of Friday's Daily Sun to read about a Learn and Grow Expo. Get out there and enjoy the Village's lifestyle.
broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
After my husband passed away, I didn't date for years. I recently met Bill online, and we've really hit it off. I'm supposed to meet him for the first time next week. He just needs $500 for a plane ticket.
Online dating scams like this one can be hard to recognize at first. But when someone you've never met asks you for money, it should be a red flag.
It turns out Bill isn't actually Bill at all. He's a scam artist who preys on people like me. Don't make the same mistake I did.